Lights out, we're underway. Motorsport Republica podcast.
Jimmy boy,
T-Shaz, we're back.
we are back, and it was a big week of motorsport. Portimao, put you on notice, James. What a track.
Yeah, it is a great track. Roller coaster track.
Yep.
It's a very cool track. Does it produce the best racing, though?
Well, sprint race was probably one of the best of the year.
Probably the best, yeah.
But yeah, main race did a little bit of a stink. I mean, I think we had high hopes because we thought that Alex would, as soon as he passed Pedro, he was going to come pretty hard at Bez. But
2 weeks in a row.
it never eventuated.
You know why I autistically don't appreciate it? Because I haven't played it on the game.
Yeah, okay, that's very autistic.
So I don't know the layout properly.
It's a fucking awesome track. There's no rest.
Well, yeah, you're
even
right.
coming over the crest on that, that to the first turn. That first corner, I'm going to say, is probably the hardest braking point in the whole year.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And I actually have a note that's saying that. How there's no rest at Portimao.
No, it's just unbelievable. It's unrelenting, and what a Grand Prix circuit. I love this track. It's in my top 3, I think, of the year. So I really enjoyed the racing. It was a great weekend, and we'll get into it shortly. But obviously, we just want to thank our partners at Moto Heaven.
Motoheaven.com.au. Get around them. They've got a early drop, I believe, on 10% off dry ride and 15% off LS2 helmets. So get around that. Head to motoheaven.com.au. Early drop on Black Friday, I should say.
Beautiful. And guys, loving all the love on YouTube, Instagram. Please like, subscribe, and follow. And then our Patreon, extra chats, half an hour after this lovely episode.
Yep.
We're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to talk about F1 in the Patreon app. We're going to concentrate on MotoGP for tonight's app, just because we've got full knowledge of it, and there's lots to talk about.
Yeah,
so.
and plus we've got if you are on Patreon, you get on our Patreon. So we do a hot takes every week, and you're automatically entered. So no matter what you write, you will be read out on our Patreon for all our Patreon members.
Yes, 100%. Just before we start, I just want to get your thoughts on this $12,000 special edition Marquez helmet.
So €6,990, which is for us Aussies about $12,300. Look, it's cool. It's wild because every manufacturer, most of them will do like a world championship helmet. Like Augusto Fernandez did one in Moto2. I guess it's not the same. Bagnaia, did Bagnaia do one? Curdy? Championship helmet. Swami. Juan Mir did one. And AGV as well. And they're like, let's just say $2,000 Aussie. This one, 12.3, is wild. But the difference is it has all the sponsors on it. It's signed. Like, you can't get it. Like, it's a proper helmet.
Hand signed.
Yeah, hand signed.
Yeah,
and obviously only 93 in the world, so good luck getting one.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're probably already pre-sold, I suppose, aren't they?
I guess so. I don't know how it works.
And then you think this will appreciate in value over time?
I think it will appreciate in value over time. So Curdy and I have been in the bike industry here. So normally a helmet, even a world championship helmet that's like a replica, will go through like a supplier in Australia or United States, and then they'll allocate how many they want into each shop, and everyone gets a chance. Where this one doesn't even go through like Shoei. It just goes through the Marquez shop.
Yeah.
So it's just so exclusive.
Yeah, well, my quick calculations, 12,000 times 93 is like $1.18 million.
You Rain Man.
Just in my head, I just did that. And you'd probably think cost price for that thing would probably be the 180,000. So they're probably making $1 million on these things.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. It is. You might as well cash in while you can,
It's very cool. It's like the helmet, that it's more than a number. It's tired of Rossi. Like, it's cool. And it's got all the sponsors and all the small stuff that, I don't know. Like, it's going to be a very easy sell. Only 93 of them in the world.
Yeah.
There's 93 Rich Dog Marquez fans where 12.5 G's is nothing. People blow that the night out, bro. They do.
You're right. Yeah, I know you're right. I mean, it's a thing. I mean, it's 12,000 for the people looking at that's nothing, like absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's a cool piece of memorabilia to have, definitely.
When they have $1 million car, like 100%. It's literally peanuts.
All right, I'm going to run into results, Jimmy boy. Marco Bezzecchi, first place. We'll get into that soon because that was an amazing ride. Alex Marquez, second. Pedro Acosta, third. Aldeguer, fourth. Brad Binder, fifth. Yamaha in Quadraro, sixth. Igura, seventh. Digia, eighth. Zarco, ninth. And Polo Spargo does it again, top 10. Definitely some pace from the KTMs, huh?
Yeah, look, Brad Binder's been a fan. I think he got 5th or 6th last year. But KTMs are getting there. Like, I don't know. Still, jury's out for me in KTM. Like, Brad Binder's still up and down.
Yeah, it was hard for Acosta because I'm looking at him and he performed so much better in the sprint. And I'm waiting for him in the main race. And it came probably late, which was unexpected because you know how that rear tire just disintegrates on that bike. But obviously they're getting on top of it. Three bikes on the top 10.
With a test ride.
And Bastianini had that issue with Morbidelli at the start of the race and retired the bike, I believe. Or
no, he went back out.
But for me, it's really good signs for KTM, really good signs for Aprilia. Like
staying on KTM, like you're 100% right. It is really, really good signs for KTM and what they're doing, and they are progressing forward, and you can see them progressing forward. And they've got one of the most talented riders on the grid making that bike work, but they're still, I believe, they're still a little bit off. There's still that gap between KTM and Aprilia and KTM and Ducati for sure.
Yep.
And I think Pedro Acosta would still be getting annoyed that he's not winning yet. I really do.
Yeah, you had him this week. It was looking good all weekend. It was looking really good.
It was. And look, you called Bez, which is a great call as well, and Alex Marquez. Like the three that we thought were going to be fast were fast.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. Like we talk about it all the time on this podcast, but how the sprint just doesn't mean it doesn't translate to the Grand Prix. And it's just, and Pecco Bagnaia is a perfect example of that because he just can't ride a sprint bike with a sprint tank set up, but then he can ride a Grand Prix bike traditionally, not maybe the last 4 rounds.
If you don't know, he is DNF the last 4 Sunday Grand Prix. I mean, that's it's unheard of. And then now Bezzecchi moves into 3rd place in the championship as well.
And we'll get to that. But I got a question for you. Early prediction for you for Pedro Acosta in 2026.
I think it's going to be much of the same with what we've seen in the second half of this season. I think he's going to be on the cusp, but do I see him winning, every second round or something like that? No. Thank God for Bezzecchi. Sorry, thank God. Aprilia's thinking thank God for Bezzecchi.
Oh, yeah.
Because this was supposed to be a Jorge Martin year, and it's become a Bezzy, like so much better than what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Back to Acosta, though. He's on the cusp, but it's just hard.
Is it the bike?
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, the guy's so talented, isn't he? I mean, where do you see him next year? He's going to have to win a race next year.
He's winning a race next year, if not a Valencia. Yeah, but he's definitely winning a race next year. He has to. If he's not competitive next year, though, then he's finding another manufacturer, which I still think he's got one eye on the market anyway.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got one eye on something. I mean, Honda would be perfect. There's rumours swirling about Bagnaia and Yamaha 2027 as well.
Bro, and you called that.
I did.
You called that like 6 months ago, which was wild.
Well, it just would make sense to me. Him and Quartararo team up in 27 would be a dream lineup for them. We'll see if that plays out. But yeah, for me, KTM are on so much better than where we thought they were going to be at the start of the year. Let's be honest. Like this whole, not just the team, but the whole franchise, the whole bloody company was going under. And then their podium now in MotoGP, which I think is, light years ahead than what I thought it was going to be.
And pretty consistent with Pedro. Look, Pedro Acosta is a savior for that brand at the moment in MotoGP. It's a shame with Maverick Vinales because he was fast as well and he podiumed in Qatar before, obviously, he had the tire pressure issues. And as well, and the Bastianini is fast on that bike. He just can't qualify. They're all struggling to qualify. Pedro was on the front row this round, but that bike still needs one lap pace.
First front row of the year. Can you believe that? First front row of the year. I couldn't believe when I saw that stat. And they were really playing that in qualifying. But for me, your first front row for Acosta, or you have to, this modern day MotoGP, you have to qualify on the front row.
Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah, but we've spoken about this in one of our podcasts not too long ago, but MotoGP needs Pedro to be fast on that KTM. I want him to stay on that KTM and be successful. I don't want to see him jump ship and go into a Ducati and be fast. It's great. Marquez did it and that's awesome. But, I want to see KTM build their bike, which they are, to a level where they can win. Or go onto a Honda or something like that, not just a Aprilia or a KTM.
It'd still be cool to see him on Aprilia. I just think you're right about going to Ducati. It's sort of, I don't know, take the sting out of it to a certain extent.
What's a more rideable bike? Aprilia or Ducati?
Reading today, it's just really interesting columns that I was having a look at. It's like the Aprilia starts off practice at this point and then works its way through the weekend and then becomes the best bike by Sunday, where Ducati just seems to be the same all the way through the weekend. If Bagnaia comes out and he's got pace in practice 1, he'll do really well. If he doesn't have pace or he's sort of mid-pack, it never eventuates for him. So, I don't know. For me, like, Iagura up there again at 7th place. I mean, he's come back from injury as well.
Yeah.
Didn't seem, obviously, Raul had that massive off.
Yeah.
And then you can't really hope for anyone else. So, yeah, for me, it's still the Aprilia. All-round bike for me this year.
I think it is. I think it is the most all-round bike in the market. And it's funny, going back to Bagnaia, traditionally, Pecco Bagnaia is a rider where he comes out super slow in FP1 and builds his way up like the Aprilia, as you're saying. But now with him is if he's not fast in FP1, then that's it.
Yeah. Man, talk about Mir for a second. What's going on? What happened?
We've got a lot of hot takes on Joan Mir, and there's a lot of conspiracies that Honda's purposely done it to keep their concessions. Because they're 18 points down. So if they score, I think it was 18 points roughly.
Yeah.
Then they move up to the next concessions tier.
Oh, okay. So I read that differently because they said that on commentary and they said, they needed 18 points this weekend. Honda would be disappointed because they wanted 18 points for this weekend. I'm like, why would they?
Yeah.
You want a sandbag to stay
yeah.
down below. So I didn't even, I thought about that. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. But now you're bringing it up. Yeah. For me, I mean, it's that concessions for me, I think's changed MotoGP. I mean, we're speaking about this. Like, it's done wonders for Honda. And for them to finish in a top 5 position in the last 2 races, does it really matter? No.
I know, it actually doesn't. But it's still stupid if that was the case, which I don't think so. I don't know.
There's no way the Japanese would do that. Too conservative.
True. Actually, great call. But remember, it's European run now after us. And you can't trust them.
Yeah, but Shaki Nakagawa still has a last laugh. He still has a last. He's got to put the nuclear switch on or off.
Dr. Saruti Honda.
Yeah.
Dr. Saruti Honda.
Doctor.
It was like a clutch issue or something like that.
Twice, though.
Yeah, Joan Mir was banging his bike.
Was it a clutch issue?
Good acting.
I actually saw today that it's a very unusual first corner because it's not hard braking. So they can't sort of lock that front fork down fully for the launch control. So I thought it might have been some launch control issues.
Maybe, but he was up in 7th in the second lap or something. So he was thereabouts. But yeah.
Because similar to Silverstone and Australia, the fast first corner.
Yeah.
Because you need that sort of high braking to release the...
Yeah.
So that's an interesting point. But yeah.
I don't know. I feel sorry for him. Like, if they're at least going to do a conspiracy, do it with don't do it with poor old Mir.
Yeah.
Throw Buddy Marini under the bus for once.
Marini finished 11th. So, yeah, I mean, I think that conspiracy is a whole... that's a crock of shit.
Do you reckon in MotoGP, out of any sport... there's more conspiracies than anything? Formula 1, there's got a lot.
Yeah, Formula 1, there is a lot with Oscar Piastri at the moment. But again, they're not going to disadvantage a car. They might work harder for a certain person. I've said this multiple times about Marquez and Bagnaia this year.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to work harder for the guy who's winning the races. Like, it's just a natural human thing to work harder for the guy. And if you go, hey, Mark, how you going? Hey, how you going? And then you go, hey, Pecco, how you going? I don't want to talk to you. I'm pissed off. Of course you're going to like this guy better. And the whole thing's changed. The whole team dynamic's
It's like being a sales manager and, you're looking after your top salesman.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to keep feeding him.
Of course you are. Keep him happy.
Yeah, you're going to keep him happy.
Keep him happy. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me. I don't... There's no way they're sandbagging, I'm telling you. There's absolutely no way that they've pulled the pin on, because it's such a bad look for the company.
Bro, you've actually hit the nail on the head with them being Japanese. Yeah. The Japanese just wouldn't sandbag.
The Italians...
They didn't even fucking retreat in World War II.
They didn't. There's still people on islands thinking it's still going.
I watched a doco in Okinawa. Oh, God, way off topic, where they were the Americans went onto the island and the Japanese women would just jump off the cliff because they were so terrified, or they didn't want to they'll just throw themselves like crazy, bro. Yeah, crazy. That's their mentality, but
it is. It's kamikaze style.
Nakagami, Catalunya, 2023. I think he eight-balled everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Was it Barcelona? Or was it?
Cody made a funny meme on it. Back in the early days of the pod. Must have been 2023.
Well, it has to be 2023 then.
We didn't do a pod in 22, did we?
Jimmy, we always talk about the OG fans on this podcast, but what about the OG sponsors?
Mate, the OG sponsor, motoheaven.com.au T-Shabs. They've been with us from the start. The absolute start. How good's that?
They're amazing. Amazing organisation.
They are the best. All orders go in the draw to win $250 gift card every month, T-Shabs. So you can spend anything at motoheaven.com.au and you automatically go in the draw to win a $250 gift card every single month.
Amazing. There's no excuses there.
Nope, it's Australia's largest range online, and we challenge the fans to use the website. The usability of the website is the absolute best. Even you and I can find the tools or the helmets or whatever we need for our motorcycle.
Guys, they have the best parts finder in the business, and it's also free shipping over
$150.
Awesome.
Head to motoheaven.com.au. They are the OG sponsors for our OG fans.
But yeah, interesting. Grassini up there with Alex and Furman. That was the other thing. And then, I mean, the big thing was Bulliger. What do you think of his weekend?
Well, I thought he did all right. What do you get? He got
a point,
and he was a second behind Miguel Oliveira, and he was fighting with Miguel for a lot of the race, and he was only 2 seconds behind Rins. So, it's a pass. Like, what more do you expect out of a guy that's, only just tested the bike and he's riding Marquez's bike on a very demanding track?
Phenomenal result from him, I think.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Like, I was really impressed. I thought he would be out the back with Chandra, and he was not at all. So, he was fighting it with some of the big boys there for a while.
Yeah, you're right. Look at this. 32 seconds he was behind Bulliger. He was only a second behind Oliveira and 2 seconds behind Rins and 3 seconds behind Miller. 4 seconds behind Luca Marini. Chantra, 61.999 seconds behind the lead, bro. Like, I know I keep harping on about it. Like, I understand.
We had a guy in the comments defending him the other day. I couldn't believe
really?
it. Yeah.
What was he saying?
Oh, he hasn't had a fair shot at it, all this stuff. But, dude, you're 2 or 3 seconds a lap off the pace, and it's just not acceptable.
Bro, Chantra's 20 seconds off Lorenzo Savadori.
I reckon Diego Moreira was probably lapping faster than him in that track.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see that.
I've got a sort of a little bit of a question for you. I think they need to penalise the riders more going from Q1 to Q2. Because I'm seeing it time and time again, the guys that are going through Q1 are getting top 5 starts.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you should be penalised, but it seems like you're actually getting more track time. You're understanding the conditions more. And they're going out and finishing both in the top 5. I mean, it was so surprising for him. Miller qualified really well after coming through Q1. And then obviously Quartararo was top 5 in Q2.
Quartararo is always going to bank a good lap. Miller's a surprising one, but no, I like it. Because it's not consistent enough. Where there's still plenty of Grand Prix where then they'll finish 11th and 12th.
I'm going to keep an eye on that for next year.
Yeah, I like that though.
Yeah, I just thought
Tommy's eye, they call that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, what do you do? They got one less set of tyres, obviously. But yeah, I mean, what do you do?
Bro, an extra 15 minutes, does it make that much of a difference? When they've all got, hours of practice.
True, but they're getting...
It's just conditions.
6 laps on that track when the conditions are going to be identical.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's the conditions. You're right.
So, yeah. I mean, they've already had...
It's a good question.
They've already had half an hour from free practice 3 or 4, whatever you call it, I suppose, just before that. But, yeah, I don't know. Definitely the rain, it helps.
But you can't help that.
You can't help that, yeah.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Pecco Bagnaia. 4 consecutive Sunday DNFs. And he lost the front with no warning. And how he lost the front is very Valentino Rossi reminiscent of the Ducati back in 2011, 2012.
Yes.
Just out of nowhere, like RKO out of nowhere style.
Yeah, it came without notice, didn't it? Bulliger had the same problem as well in the sprint. Yeah, it's...
Bro, it's just not looking great at all. And it's funny, because I wrote down in the notes... Bags not existent in 4th. Is that enough? Like, is that enough for Pecco Bagnaia? He was 4th, non-existent by himself.
Yeah, and just it's so interesting for me, 22, 23, watching him. He gets up to that position of 4th in the main race. And you're like, oh, he's going to win. But you see him 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. I'm like,
That doesn't happen.
It's crazy.
Doesn't happen.
I know.
That's
crazy.
not Pecco Bagnaia, where if he's not a clear fourth by himself. Like, that's just not him. It hasn't been him.
There must be a fundamental issue with this 25 bike. Please take Marquez out of it. But there must be a fundamental issue, the inconsistency of this motorcycle. I mean, I just don't understand how it can dominate some weekends. Like, and Digia's another classic example. He can be in third, second, and then be out 15th.
But Digia, I can kind of understand, though, because he's always been like that. Like, he's saved his career by a few good qualifying and race sessions, and he's always been up and down, so you can kind of understand that to a degree, but he's supposed to be on the best bike on the grid, where Bagnaia's never been like that.
Well, that's true. He is Mr. Consistent, especially on a Sunday. And the other thing with me, he lost that championship to Jorge Martin because of the sprint. You know, he nearly lost it 2 years in a row because of the sprint. So he needs to get that right, but then he drops it 4 weekends in a row. I mean,
I know, but it really, like, him being in fourth was more telling. Him being in fourth by himself was more telling than him just crashing. That's just not the Pecco Bagnaia anyone knows. Because, okay, if he crashes, we understand to a degree, like, it's been happening. But him just being in fourth by himself and not having any pace to catch a bike that's older than him, Pedro Acosta on a KTM is supposed to be nowhere near as good. And, okay, Bezzecchi is probably the second best rider on the grid right now. Like, that's more telling for me.
well, yeah, I agree. And the other thing is Alex Marquez. I mean, do you really think Alex Marquez is a better rider than Pecco Bagnaia?
Well, the stats don't say that.
You know, like, it just doesn't make sense. It's going to be really interesting next year, 2026. There's obviously this new shiny MY24 bike. Alex Marquez is going to be on the same bike. Pecco on the same bike. And then we're going to have Marquez on the same bike. The other thing is it should be more towards Pecco because we're going backwards to the 24 by the sounds of things. But what is that going to bring?
Well, what's that going to bring? Marquez won't be there for the Valencia tests. So as Gavin Emmett said on our podcast, you know, they might be listening to so much input from Bagnaia because he's going to be one testing that bike, obviously with probably Alex Marquez as well on a GP 26. So you're not even going to have Marquez's input there, which I just don't think really is going to make a massive difference. But yeah, I don't know what it's going to look like. Next year is so fascinating. We say it every year. This time, every year we do say it, but there's so many interesting storylines on, and it's a great hot take on a couple of riders that we'll read out. But it's very fascinating on how it's going to play out with Ducati and Bagnaia, because, you know, Jorge Martin's going to be back. How is that going to look like of Aprilia? But, you know, if Bagnaia has got the same issues next year,
Jump ship.
Let's see you later. And I never thought that, and you have always been on that train, but I've never thought that, but I just can't see it, man. And even like what you were saying, I had I was speaking to a fella today, shout out to Gary, and he was talking about you, and he's like, I never thought about this, but Bagnaia walking into the pits with the sister and the girlfriend staring daggers, it has to be, bro, you're right. Like, it has to be an issue.
Dude, I know for my personal fucking opinion and my personal, if that happened to me, dude, I don't want to be anywhere near that. I don't want the missus fucking desk. Why aren't you winning? Where's the money? You know? That's exactly what he's thinking. Because he would have that many win bonuses in his contract.
I think it's apparently it's all
majority.
Bonuses. Yeah, it's majority bonuses.
And he's won one race this year. Two races. What
was the second one?
Coda and Mategi.
Yeah.
You know, and he would be thinking, 10 to 12 wins probably, minimum, you know, maybe if Marquez coming in less than that. But, yeah, and that's the big thing. I mean, we forget about this all the time in this industry. It's still about money, you know.
Fuck yeah. 100% it is. That's why Quattararo stayed of Yamaha, man.
Yeah.
And we didn't blame him for that. But now he's got the money, he's going to run.
Yeah, but yes, by the sounds of things, but who knows?
But staying on Bagnaia, but like even at the start of the year, like what I was talking about this, like how he approached the Marc Marquez situation, and he said he came out in the press. It's almost like he's too open. He came out in the press and said, you know, I was nervous how they signed Marquez. Like that's already like letting your guard down against your biggest rival in a team Valentino Rossi was never saying shit like that to Lorenzo, and Lorenzo was never saying shit like that to Valentino Rossi. Like, they were always just butting heads, like not giving each other an inch. You know, when Coda and that rain happened and everyone jumped off the bike, Bagnaia said, Marquez is the smartest on the grid. I'm just going to follow him. Like,
You're already mentally defeated, aren't you?
And I remember that comment. I remember saying on the pod, like, it just didn't make any sense to me on how you can. And it just, I think that really makes sense on he is mentally defeated by Marquez coming on his bike, taking his engineers almost, like all the crew, like all that data, like they're all hovering around Mark. Then Mark just wins all these races. You've got the sister staring daggers, Passion Marco Bezzecchi. You've got the fucking missus saying, I want another Gucci bag. I can't afford the other Gucci bag because I'm not winning races.
It's a glorified how we're talking, but it's legit. Like, this is facts, you know?
It's like,
It's life.
It's life.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, there must be those voices in his head is thinking, and he'd be thinking, like, am I good enough? Like,
I even remember when that sign happened and Marquez going to factory Ducati, and I just a little bit in the back of my head said, geez, it's a bit unfair of Bagnaia. He's a double world champ.
yeah.
You know, he's the king. He is the king of that team and brought them back up to the glory land. And they're just replacing him with the best, arguably the best ever. But thank fuck for Ducati they did that. Because
Sliding doors moment.
if they sign... Now, this is what could have happened. They signed Jorge Martin. He flips it in the air and turns to at Sepang in test and injures himself. But Pecco's out in last, just crashing for fun. Dude, it would have been a disaster. And it's ended up being the best story, one of the best stories MotoGP's ever seen.
Sliding doors moment, that decision, for so many different reasons.
We're going to look back at this year, 2025 MotoGP season. That is going to be the thing that I always remember.
Yeah, and bro, and like, you're right. Like, it's almost harsh. It's harsh on Jorge Martin because he won the fucking world championship and still couldn't get a factory Ducati ride. He was, you know, like, poised to be that man. He was on the satellite bike. Like, he was the next man up. And then I was thinking, it's harsh on Jorge. It's harsh on Bagnaia to a degree. More harsh on Jorge, but like, picking Mark is the smartest thing they've done. But it's like, it's just, and it makes no sense. And like, just with going back to Pecco's, you know, where he is mentally, like, bro, he's fucking fried. Like, he can come back from it, but he's got to have to start pulling results. Like, if he's not pulling results early in testing, he's not fast. And then if he's not winning the first 3 races next year and Marquez clean sweeps him, he's already looking for another ride.
You know, it's going to be a very interesting 2 days is going to be that Sepang test with Marquez back.
Yeah.
That will be probably, I'm going to say, the most important 2 days of next year.
And it doesn't matter because the Ducati can't develop that much. Yeah, they can go back to a GP24, but remember, everyone else is going that much further forward as well with all their concessions. So it doesn't really matter if Marquez is missing these tests or what Bagnaia can do because there's only such a little development that they can do on that bike.
Do you think the results are going to change that much next year?
No.
It's just going to be much of the same.
It's going to be Marquez.
Some will be Ducati tracks. Some will be Aprilia tracks.
It's going to be...
KTM will be there or thereabouts.
It's going to be closer.
Honda.
Yeah, it's going to be closer.
Yeah.
I don't think Marquez is going to win as many races. I really do think of the concessions, it's going to bring everyone together, but Marquez has still just got daylight.
That's why it's going to make it so exciting. I think next year, I know we're harping on it, but next year is going to be exhilarating. And it's also the other thing is we're getting to the end of this cycle of these regs, and usually the last year of the regs is the worst year because everyone's just... But 2021 F1 season was amazing.
Yeah.
And then MotoGP might have their 2021 F1 season next year.
Who knows? But like, you know, and there's so many storylines. There's Marquez, can he back it up? You've got Bez, you've got Jorge Martin coming back. Is he going to be fully fit again, or is he going to throw himself into orbit? You've got Pedro Acosta. Is he going to win a race? You've got Toprak on a fucking Yamaha. Is Quartararo going to be fast on the Yamaha? Is he going? You've got Diego Moreira on a Honda. You've got Diego versus Toprak, who's going to be faster there. They've battled the rookies. Like, there is that many storylines. I don't know how you're going to keep up.
No, it was very well said. Very well said.
Bro, talking about storylines, what's the future looking like for Digia? Because he's on fraud watch because he should be doing better than this. But I don't, I don't know with this VR46 team, bro. I'm not convinced on this team.
Yeah, it was.
And sorry, I know I'm harping on about VR46, but like, what's Digi doing?
Well, first of all, Digia, for me, yeah, I mean, we talk about Bagnaia being inconsistent, but he's right up there this year. Right up there.
He's not crashing as much,
consistency.
maybe.
No, he's not. But he should be. He's got the factory bike now. I don't know. Well, I mean, we just don't know about this 25 bike. I know, and we can say it every week. What's going on? But inconsistent. The team, is it poorly run? Have they got the right riding engineers every weekend to set the bike up properly? That's the other thing, and that's what we don't. Not a lot of people think about. That Carcetti for Grassini,
Frankie Carcetti.
I mean, the most Italian British guy in the in the paddock. He must just have such an eye for, I'm not sure they can do much with tire pressures, but suspensions and rider setup and all these electronics they've got on the board as well. I mean, you just have to have such a fine art for this. Do they have the right people to do the job?
I don't know. Like, I think Morbidelli is past it. And I don't know how he's going to ride next year. Digi is on a 25, which is supposed to be the best bike on the grid, which means you got to be top 5 in the championship. If you're not top 5 in the championship, you're not doing your job.
Yep.
Where Alex Marquez is obviously going to be getting a full factory bike, so it'll be interesting next year. But VR46, you put down, and I might have as well, as being the top independent team.
Yeah,
for next year,
or
this year.
It would be the biggest surprise for me. I thought they were going to be top 5 consistently, both those riders.
With both those riders on one the factory Ducati and one's a GP24, supposed to be better. They've just been so up and down, and it has to come back down to the riders. Yes, it's the team environment where I feel like the team environment within Grassini, just looking on the outside, looks so much more relaxing and just more of a family team, which it is, compared to VR46.
Yeah, I mean, Trackhouse is in that same category. I mean, we've had some personal experience with them, and they were fantastic. Everyone's pretty relaxed and cool running, sort of sure of themselves, where VR46 very closed off.
Yeah, and we haven't had experience with VR46 or Grassini.
Correct, yeah.
Just to clarify. So, but we're only looking on the outside.
Of course.
But it just seems, I don't know. I don't understand it. I just don't understand their results not living up to where they should be.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be like, I had them going to be the biggest surprise, and at the end of the year, I'm probably going to have them as my biggest disappointment.
Yeah. And VR46 as a fan base, it's just, there's not that many fans for the VR46
You're
team.
right. I mean, they got some cool merch. I really liked their merch down at Phillip when we had a look. I thought it was really, really cool. But yeah, not many people have jumped on board.
Good to change. I just don't know where the future lies.
The times are changing.
The
times are changing.
Change.
2025 is a year of change for the fan base, I think. The Marquez gravy train is just keeping on rolling, especially 1 and 2 in the championship.
Yeah.
Being a Marquez fan now is not an embarrassing thing or
to be scared of.
You're trying to hide from it. It is like you wear the colours with pride,
Yeah.
I watched the Formula 1 this morning, and there was a kid on the screen, and he was going like this, in Brazil. And he had a Marquez hat on.
Really?
Yep, 93 Marquez hat.
Fucking
I know. So it's the whole world. It's changed, and it's a good thing for the sport.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Everything changes and develops. And speaking of change, I think that they need to do an overhaul on that rider lineup at least for next year for VR46.
I know they need some young talent, but the problem is,
where's the Italian talent coming from?
There's no Italian.
And this does it work? Putting on Italians?
Well, it's like Michael Laverty
or Aussies or whatever.
Michael Laverty in Moto3 has to have British talent coming through, and I don't know if this for a fact, but it sounds like he's half gone. Well, no, I want to win, so he's signed Joel Kelso for next year.
Yeah, and he's got an Italian riding on at the moment. I think he got top 10 or top 12 last round. So
not necessarily. I think it's probably an experiment that hasn't worked, but you know what? They're pretty stubborn, the old Italians. So.
Oh yeah, good luck changing their minds. But
if Valentino Rossi's invested the money, owns a team, blah blah blah, and he wants Italian young talent to come through to the team, I get it. It's cool.
Yeah, cool.
You've spent the money. That's fair call. But you got no one in Moto2. Tony Arbolino's not coming up. Celestino Vietti's, I don't know. Talk about inconsistent. And then in the junior class of 3, I mean,
Guido Pini.
Yeah, but he's years
no one,
away.
yeah, no one's going to that team. Like, you know, there was talks of Acosta, Spanish, obviously, and Fermin Aldeguer as well. But like, what they're going to bring back Bagnaia to go down onto the VR46
It's not
team.
cool anymore, though, is it? Like, signing for that team would be 2 years ago. It was like, oh, that's so cool signing for that team. Now it's like, well, I think I'd rather go to Grassini.
Well, yeah, and look how Bez has progressed leaving that team. Now he's the second best rider on the grid on a factory bike. Or you still want to be on that factory bike.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just, we've harped on about it for probably too long, but it's just, like, for that VR46 team is just very strange. It's very, very strange. And I just don't get, you know, and bro, like what's his name? Morbidelli. Like, what's he doing?
Yeah, he's just. I mean, even the incident that he had. I mean, it was a little bit of Bastianini going up the inside like Marquez and Bagnaia did last year, but you know he jammed it up the inside. He ran wide, then he cut back through
but he's in. Isn't he in the line of sight? I don't know. He's looking through the corner and
he hit his back. You know, the back right quarter panel. So like, yeah. I don't know. You see that all the time with Quadraro, those reactions. Remember the last corner at Sepang? I was like, how the fuck does he react in time?
I know.
And like Morbidelli just probably doesn't have that, you know? So
I don't think he's fucking got a lot of things.
It was good to see Zarco have a bit of form because you know, Lucio Cecchinello sort of half baked him in the media, said he's just lost all his confidence. So that was good to see him back. He lost the tyres at the end, but you know, it was still good to see that. I can't believe Polo Spargo is in the top 10 again. That's just wild to me. You know, beating Marini and Miller and, you know, these bigger names, I suppose. So that's pretty impressive.
It is impressive. There was a few good rides. Like, Zarco is an interesting one. He's another story for next year, man. Like, he's on a full factory-backed bike, like, you know.
Oh, that's what our Chancellor friend said. He goes, oh, no, the Chancellor's not on the full 25 bike, is on the 24, and that was the worst bike ever built. That was his excuse.
Yeah, but fucking look at Zarco.
So yeah, there you go.
You know, like it's just, and you know what? It's not a 30-second difference behind fucking Nicolo Bulligo or Lorenzo Savadori. Like, come on, man! Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, he's 22 seconds behind Salvatore as a test rider. But insane, that Polo Spargo is a test rider. He's top 10. It's amazing.
Bro, LCR is a team to be on now, though. Like, not the team to be on, but it's a fucking good team to be at. With Zarco, and now you've got Moreira. Like, that's a good family-run team. They get big backing from Honda. It's good to be there. They've got factory bikes for next year. Like, they are a team to watch out for next year, you know, and could be the, you know, most best improved or whatever as well for next year. So,
and like we're gonna get on to Moto2 now, but Diego Moreira, he's the real deal.
He is the real,
you know,
fucking deal.
He's not getting signed. Yes, but having that Brazilian nationality was an advantage with Brazil coming next year. But dude, the way he raced, and shout out to Colin Vire as well in second, but the way he raced in that Grand Prix was amazing when he's fighting for a championship. We got and again, our boy Gav Emmett called it, all the momentum. It's amazing, isn't it? All the momentum coming through, and he could have stayed behind Colin, let him have the win. Yeah, but no, he goes for the win. 24 points ahead.
He's won it.
You know, he's won it. So amazing.
It is. Do you got results there?
Yeah, so Diego Moreira first, Colin Vire, our boy, second. Congrats to him. Is that his second year, James?
This is his first year, and I've got some points on Colin Vire.
I always keep forgetting that for some reason.
Because he was injured for like the first 10 rounds.
That's right. And he had 2 years on Moto3, didn't he?
At least.
Yeah. David Alonso very quietly in third. Aaron Canet fourth. Barry Beltas fifth. Manu Gonzalez 6th, Danny Holgado 7th, Albert Arenas 8th, Senna Aegis 9th, came from about 14th to 9th in the last few laps, which was really impressive, and then Izan Guevara in 10th place. So, stacked field, as I always say.
Alex Exgrig in 12th on the Ford factory team, which is an absolute shitter of a motorcycle.
He was up there.
Like their own, Ford is their own chassis. Yeah. He's actually been doing all right the past few rounds.
Yes,
so.
He's been up, like name's been mentioned, and I think the name being mentioned in Moto2, you're doing something right, because there's just 20 guys that are always there or thereabouts, so...
Colin Vire, bro, he is my, like, if we're talking about for next year, he's going to be one of the fast ones. Like, bro, he's had, like, almost no testing on that Moto2 bike. He would miss, like, the first at least 6 to 10 races on that bike with an injury, and then he's just been building and building and building, being faster and faster and faster. He suits Moto2, and he's going to be quick. He's going to be quick with David Alonso and Danny Holgado next year, and Manu Gonzalez. Like, they're going to be the ones that are going to be fast.
Yeah, Colin, he's just been improving, each weekend.
Each week, yeah.
And he's got to be the favourite to take probably Binder's ride in 27. When you think of it like that as well.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, who knows, man. That's still a scary seat to jump on as KDM.
I mean, hopefully that whole situation with them settled till...
But even then when it's not, like, they still haven't... KDM still hasn't done anything where they've never been in a world championship position.
But in saying that, if Colin finishes third in the championship next year, for example, because I'm seeing David Alonso winning that championship next year, let's be honest.
It's either David Alonso or Danny Holgado in my mind.
Him being on that Red Bull KTM IO squad, he's going to have some sort of, push towards that KTM seat. And he's not going to really have much choice. So I think that's going to be probably the right move for him. Of course. Because he might not have another choice,
Well, yeah, but he's got some serious talent.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. Again, we've talked about 26 a lot, but... that championship is really, really going to be... you'd assume Manu Gonzalez, you'd hope that he could finally put it away, but, it's going to be David Alonso's show next year, I'm sure.
This is... look, who knows? I think it's going to be harder for David than what people think. See, Shavs, I'm rolling around in a bit of a stinky car at the moment. How can you help me?
Doesn't surprise me, mate. Doesn't surprise me. James, I have the product for you, my friend. We have Motorsport Republica air fresheners. All your favourite drivers and riders.
So Marquez, Rossi, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri.
All the famous ones we have. We've also got T-shirts in stock, so if you want to go run in your Motorsport Republica T-shirt, James, you're more than welcome to.
Can I sink beers in it?
You can do anything you want with it.
Yeah, I like that.
So jump on to motorsportrepublica.com.au, and guys, it supports us, it supports the pod, and we really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Check this out, though. Brazil, Netherlands, Colombia, Spain, Belgium. Top 5.
Good.
That's fucking healthy, isn't
awesome.
it?
Yeah.
It's really healthy.
There's an Aussie in the top 10 as well. I mean, it's... I can't forget about Senna for next year as well. The kid's only 19, 20 years old. So, same age as David Alonso. A lot of people don't realise that.
Yeah, David Alonso just looks about 8 years old. But no, it's really exciting. I can't wait to see what Diego Moreira does next year. I cannot wait to see him run around in the Honda. And look, he thoroughly deserves that. I think it's a great seat for him to be on, is that LCR Honda, and taking it from Chantra. Because... how he was faster Moto3 and how he went into Moto2 last year. Like, he was already quick.
Yeah, it's interesting. At the start of the year, if you chose one rider to go up to MotoGP, it wouldn't have been probably my top 3 would be Moreira, and he's found that seat.
He's always for some reason been like an underdog.
Yeah, I just don't I just saw Manu going up to be honest with you, and it was sort of a race for that other seat. But for me, he's just taken the bull by the horns and, is going to run away with his championship, which has just been an amazing result, which I didn't see happening at all.
No, he just
Danny Holgado for next year as well, James.
Yeah,
forgetting about him. Yeah.
He's going to be quick. I think he got Rookie of the Year for Moto2.
Rookie of the Year for Moto2.
Danny Holgado.
Yes.
Aaron Canet, I don't know what he's going to do next year.
He's going to Superbikes, isn't he?
Is that what he's doing? I think
pretty
he
sure
is.
that's confirmed.
Yeah, something along those lines. Moto3, big dog.
All right, so Maximo Quiles in first place, Angel Pequeira second, Furasato third, Joel Esteban fourth, Alvaro Capé fifth, Casio Gorman sixth. Who the fuck is that, James
Irish.
Shaw? Talk me through that one in a second. Joel Calso seventh, Scotty Ogden 8th, Adrian Fernandez 9th, and Luca Lanetta. Now take this one away, Jimmy boy, because T-Shavs had a bit too much to watch in the morning this morning. Didn't get a chance to watch Moto3, so talk me through it.
Well, look, our boy Jolie Kelso was gambled on the soft tyres. There was only 2 riders, him and I believe our boy Cormac Buchanan, gambled. And the credit to Joel, look, he tried his absolute best to break away, but bro, breaking away from Moto3 is so fucking hard. It's almost near on impossible. So he just got eaten up. I think he made a mistake on 10, 12 laps into the race, and then he was there or thereabouts in the podium battle, and then just got eaten in the last few laps. Destroyed tyres, went down to about 8th. Casio Gorman's, I think he's just doing a few rides for the rest of the year from Ireland, who is quick. Obviously, he's very quick in six. And I believe I remember when we did the pod with Scott Redding, he talked about Casey O'Gorman as a one to watch coming through.
Yeah, wow. It's a name that I've never seen before. So that's exciting for Ireland coming through as well. Another country that really hasn't had a lot of pedigree in the championship.
Not in Grand Prix racing.
I don't mind that from Joel because at the end of the day, he's tried with the same tyre all year, been in that front pack and just gets... I'm not going to say he gets bullied out of it, but he just doesn't have that style, that aggressive style to win these Moto3 races. And it's disappointing from my point of view that he's not up to Moto2 next year, but hopefully things will change in the MLab racing squad for next year.
Hope so. Look, it's next year I think it's going to be the Max Keeles show. Like, the guy's a rookie and winning multiple races, and we're obviously harping on about next year because we're at the end of the year, but he is looking like he is going to be the man to beat for next year. That's for sure. And Tyre Furusado's had a good couple of rounds, man. Won and got a third here, so like he's doing pretty bloody good. So, and I think Joel Esteban took over for Jacob Rulstone, I believe, and got fourth. So. Not bad.
Yeah, it's really good.
Not bad at all.
Longest season of the year, isn't it? 21 races, never been done before, and we're going to the 22nd next weekend. So it's pretty incredible for MotoGP and the organisation to, 22 races this year, being organised magnificently.
It has been. Yeah. It's
we had no issues with India and the visas problems or anything like that. So it's been one hell of a season for them.
Now we just need no flooding in Valencia and we'll be good.
We should be okay, I think. We should be okay.
Hot takes, big dog. Is that what we're up to?
We are, my friend. We are. Thank you for everyone sending them in because we had a world record amount again this week.
A lot. There was a lot to go through. At Paul Ryan _ Diego Moreira to outscore Toprak next year as rookies. Kids is a freak.
Yeah,
I agree. I think this is the one I was talking about, the hot take. I think this is an awesome hot take.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think Diego Moreira on a Honda will outscore Toprak. Harsh on Toprak, I understand.
Yeah, if they're on the same machinery, I think Toprak obviously would have it. But yeah, for me, it's looking very likely. Dude, I think this Diego Moreira is going to take the world by storm. I really do. I just got a feeling that his kid is just going to, do amazing things next year. I don't know what.
He just seems like he is, man. He's got the pedigree. It's like, someone put in a hot take, which I loved, I think around the Phillip Island weekend where they said that it's got shades of Casey Stoner. It really does.
Yeah.
It's really got shades
but he's
of Casey
performing
Stoner.
he's outperforming Casey what he was doing, in his career as well.
Yeah, Casey won races and 125s and 250s, but he never won a world title in the lower categories.
And you got to look at Diego Moreira's season on the second half of the year. I mean, I know Manu's gone just flown down and crashed and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, he's just taking the bull by the horns.
Yeah, he's ran off all that momentum, hasn't he? James _ S1000RR. I believe this is one of the fellas that you drink beers. You basically steal their beers over Phillip Island. The Minions.
Oh, yeah, my boys.
Good guys.
Awesome guys. Such nice guys.
Who is more deserving of a win this year, Fabio or Pedro? I'm going to say Quartararo because he was right there in Silverstone. He had two hands on it.
61, half a dozen the other. 50-50 for me.
Yeah. Very
sorry to sit on the fence.
Yeah, everyone loves that. Definitely. Look, both been great, but Fabio, for what he's been doing on a Yamaha, that's literally just a Pee-wee 50. And he should have won in Silverstone. It's only fair. But racing and motorsport isn't fair sometimes, Tom.
That's true, my friend. That's very true.
Talk to Felipe Massa.
That's a Mark Viduka pulled that out of your ass.
Yeah, that was not bad, was it? At D Silver 87S, boy from the Jewel of the South. Grayson.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He had to go. He was mining.
I knew you were going to say that.
Fly in, fly out worker. He's back. He had 4 weeks on.
Don't get podcasts when you're underground.
No, I don't. You don't. No reception or anything out there.
Siding lap. 5-minute warm up, then race. All this other shit is lame. MotoGP great again. Make MotoGP great again.
5-minute warm up, because they won't push the tires, so it would be useless. Don't like that one. He needs to get the oil out of his veins. No, because they're not.
5 minutes isn't long enough.
No,
that's a lap and a bit.
it's So he's saying sighting lap, then they're warming up from 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they start the race.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna do anything on the warm up because they're just gonna wear their tyres out.
Well, you can swap. I'm assuming you could swap tires on the grid, but imagine binning it in that warm up.
Yeah. Nah, Drayson. Nah.
No good.
No.
Don't put him in the commish.
No, I don't think so. Keep him coming, but keep him coming. That's what its hot takes are all about.
At Tom McLennan, Dymo's finest. Honda sabotage Mir's bike so they can get continued concessions next year.
He called that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right.
Famously got a Phillip Island track a tattoo on his car.
Yes. Yeah, interesting. It was a great take. We actually brought it up during the main pod. So, yeah, I don't agree. I don't think the Japanese are too honest.
They are too honest.
Got to go to Japan and realize that these guys, you could leave your wallet out, outside for a week and no one would steal it.
No.
Classic example is Suzuka. They go all the people go onto the track and they're waiting for the podium and there's no security. You can just jump into the pit lane if you want to. No one jumps in. In Australia, you have to have 100 security guards holding them back.
Yeah.
Different culture.
Australia though, we're like just animals.
Yeah, we love a freebie as well, like grabbing the DRS signs and shit.
Yeah. Like we're just animals. Like this, and then if you get drinks into Aussies, like Aussies are known for being the worst, like some of the worst tourists.
Yeah, behind America, they're fucking terrible.
They are shocking,
and obviously the obvious.
Yeah, they're number one.
Except our boy.
Yeah,
our boy Papa.
But like Aussies they'll take everything you can get.
Yeah,
they really can. We're bad at that, but it's kind of funny. At It's Cold Papa.
Hey, speaking of the devil,
Martin could have never beat this combination of Bez in 2025, injured or not, just unstoppable.
Wow, that's a great call. If we had a fit Martin versus the current Bezzecchi at this stage of the year, that's a really interesting call. That would have been a great fight, wouldn't it?
That would have been a great
fight. We've been robbed of that as well, buddy. Jorge Martin.
Just talk about like a fall from grace. Seriously, Jorge Martin. But like, bro, Bez is the heart and soul of this Aprilia. And I've said it before. There's no, like, they can't replace that. Like, they can't replace that Jorge Martin next year. Like, there's always going to be resentment there.
Yeah. Oh, I still got to hope for Jorge Martin.
What's he going to do next year?
I don't know, but we'll see.
Is he winning races?
Yeah.
Is he going to win a race?
Yeah, he'll win a race.
So he's going to win a race. Bezzecchi's going to win a race. Acosta's going to win a race.
No, I never said that.
But is he?
No, I don't think so. Imagine if he does it. That's terrible.
Alex Marquez?
Dude, I don't know.
Come on, bro.
I know.
Give me an opinion.
I just don't know. You got to talk. We got to post Valencia test and we'll talk, please.
This is just guessing.
Yeah, I need to sit down and calculate and get the Excel spreadsheet out.
Oh my God. Okay.
And the crystal ball.
Mark's obviously going to win races. Bez is obviously going to win races.
Alex Marquez can win races.
Alex Marquez isn't going to win a race.
Jorge Martin will win a race.
Jorge Martin's not going to win a race. It's going to be Mark, Bez, Acosta, Aldeguer, Bagnaia. And I'm going to throw one joker in there.
The thing is, it's so hard to win a Sunday Grand Prix. You don't realise until someone's 20 laps out in front and then their tyres drop off the clear for... you got pressure from behind from Marc Marquez for the majority of the thing, and then he just passes you on the last. Like, it is so hard to win a Grand Prix. And we've seen that more like Jonas Folger, Sachsenring 2017.
Tech 3. Before that, I reckon.
Monster Yamaha, and led the whole Grand Prix and then got passed on the last lap by Marquez, just following the whole round.
Did he pass on the last lap, was it?
Oh, it might have been 2 or 3 laps to go, but... yeah, I was spewing. I had money on him that round. Spewing.
Does it enhance your experience of watching or not having money on it?
No, not anymore. No, I'm a big advocate of... I hate fucking sports gambling these days.
Yeah, you were a big sports gambler.
I was loving it, but I'm really against it now. I find it... if I put a bet on, I'm just concentrating on that, and that's all I want to happen. And that's why I never bet on motorsport, because like it's so frustrating when... for example, you bet on like Lewis Hamilton to win, but I don't like Hamilton. And then you just start going for him. Like, what are you doing? Like, this doesn't make sense to me. And I think the culture in gambling in Australia is, and probably a lot of listeners at home going, oh, what's this guy saying? But for me, like, I don't think we should just be watching sports bet commercials every second commercial when we're watching sport. I think it's bad. People get addicted to it. It's terrible, you know?
It's bad. It's a bad culture. Yeah, I agree. I've never been much of a gambler. Though.
Nah.
The most gambling I did was I fell asleep on a roulette table once. It's pretty cool. How cool I am. At Nicky D3604. Will Martin accept being a number 2 rider next year if Bez is still strong? I think he would have to accept it. And I think Martin's going to start off as a number 2 rider. I don't think there's anything he can do. Like, Bezzecchi has helped develop this bike into what it is now for the rest of this year. And Martin's going to have to do a fucking lot to prove himself. Yeah, and he's got to beat Bez.
But Martin's not going to play second fiddle. There's absolutely no way. There's no way. He's going to come out next year full guns blazing, aggressive as ever. I don't know. I think we'll see a different Martin next year. I know you've written him off, but I don't think so.
I
know it's easy. It's an easy thing to say, but I just really think that he's going to perform next year. The bike's awesome. He's still he's won a world championship, you know?
Bro, I get it, but he's a year behind Bez.
It's a new bike. It's
kind of not.
It's a new start.
No. I don't even see him winning a Sunday race next year.
We'll have to have a wager on that. Just talk about betting, I reckon.
I think we might, but I just don't see him. I don't see Martin winning a Sunday race next year.
Got to remember, he came and had pretty much 3 full races this year, and one of them he finished 4th. You know?
He did.
So he came into Hungary unprepared, hadn't been on the bike, and then finishes 4th. I mean, that's an incredible result when you think about that.
It's an amazing result.
So I think there's a lot more left in that tank.
Outlier of a track though.
100%. Yeah, I agree. But it's still 4th, you know, main race, and 25 long laps on a body that has been pulled from pillar to post this year.
He's fucked.
How many surgeries he's had and things that he's gone through. All self-inflicted.
He's gone pretty quiet, actually, Jorge Martin on the socials.
Well, I think they probably finally hired a HR manager to tell him just to get off the social media. And
I reckon he's dumped his
his
agent.
Yeah, hopefully.
Almost got the biggest payday of his life.
Choco, yeah. Fucking hell. Did you see the big choc nose on Grassini? We got a message about that. Remember the guy with the massive choc nose in the back of the paddock? Grassini mechanic?
Yeah, did I point it out in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a message on that.
Yeah, we got a message.
He's part of the BNC.
Yeah, he was
a select club.
Yeah, he was a massive thing. You wouldn't want him on bloody night out when you get a bag of coke. He'll gobble that shit up.
He would have a fucking 8-ball to himself, I reckon. At boot _11. Bulliger should have Frankie Morbidelli's seat in 2027, and I like that.
Wow. Yeah, there you go.
I think that's a perfect swapsies.
Yeah. That's it's a good call. He impressed me this weekend. And I said
good attitude as well.
I said on the podcast last week that if he performs to a good ability, it's a really good thing for Toprak coming in because you're comparing the Superbike to the MotoGP bike. And I think halfway through the weekend, Bulliger said, I was riding it like a Superbike, and I realised that you can't ride the Michelin tyres like you can the Pirelli tyres. So changed his whole way. And then, he was looking all right in qualifying until he crashed. So we'll see.
I like it.
And qualifying out the back, 18th, unexperienced on the bike, would have been so tough.
Difficult circuit.
And he crashed in qualifying, so he was out the back. I mean, it was just all on the back foot from there.
Yeah, and you're going to be on the back foot, bro, from fucking...
100%.
From the start. So I want to shout out this guy, Zanmar Tinjak. Will Bez next year be Aprilia's main guy? Jorge, their second rider. Cheers from Slovenia. It's very nice. We've got some fans from Slovenia.
Tede Bakacha Terrici.
Oh, there you go. _ George.wall. Acosta brings the entertainment of MotoGP with no mark.
Yeah, it's true. Got to have that Spanish flair in there somewhere.
You do have to have that Spanish flair in there somewhere. I think he is, as you talked about last week, how he's got the aura.
He does. Yeah,
he's definitely got the aura there, which is, very cool. Bro, Valencia this weekend?
Yes.
Last round, bro.
I know.
What's going to happen?
It's been fun.
I know.
It's been really fun, mate. We've had a massive year. Highs and lows of the championship. Marquez, the high winning, and the Marquez, the low of breaking another bone. But what's this weekend going to bring? I think we're going to see an unusual result because it's such a go-kart style track. Bagnaia usually strong around there, but I don't know. He's been strong around a lot of places he hadn't been this year. Not really an Aprilia track, I don't think. This is where a KTM could pop up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm back on Acosta again.
I think I might as well. I know. I think I see Acosta winning this race.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think it's either going to be Acosta or an Alex Marquez.
Yeah.
For me.
It's just those three. It's just those three, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like the 2020 second. They're like the last third of the calendar aliens for 2025.
You know who would have been a smoky for this weekend, but he's injured now?
Raul
Fernandez. He loves that track. His favourite track of the year. On Aprilia. It would have been interesting to see, but we'll never see. Guru might be up there. I reckon he might be a little bit of a sneaky top 5 because he's come back and he's injury free by the looks of things. So
what's Bags going to do?
Probably crash 5 in a row.
Fuck. He could go out and win.
Yeah, he could. We've just kept all options open for him because who knows?
Like you don't know what you're going to get with him.
Yeah.
Diego Moreira is going to start the title. 24 points.
Dude, I just fucking realised. Can we fucking we got to keep Monday night free. We've got testing. We've got testing Monday night.
Oh, true.
Oh my God. What are we going to do? We're going to have to fucking...
We're going to have to put the TV on in the background or something.
Jeez, we might even...
We'll have to have a fucking party.
Yeah. It's only one day testing,
I believe so.
Because it used to be two. I always get confused by that. Because I reckon 1 year, like I've turned it off. I said, I'll watch it tomorrow night. Then I wake up the next morning and go, fuck, it's not on.
I know.
So,
and like, we will watch all 8 hours. It's actually better than some Grand Prix.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
It's going to be exciting, really exciting. And,
how do you back up though, bro? Winning a Moto2 world title that Diego Moreira looks like he's going to do, and then celebrating. He's probably fucking known he's South American, get on the bags and shit, and then jumping on the MotoGP bike hungover the next morning.
It is the next morning,
or the day after.
It might be the day after, because they have the gala the next day. Do they?
No, they got it that night.
Yeah, okay.
It might be on a Tuesday. You might be right actually. So it might not be when we're doing pod.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for next week's pod.
I'm sure they come in hungover though. They always talk about it.
And then the next week we'll have probably a bit of a testing review. So, guys, we'll continue having a chat. Jump over to Patreon now. Curtis is flying out to Canberra, so he's got to get home. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. See you on the Patreon.